Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Tarot King the Prophet back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. Here to talk about relationships. I'm not doing tarot right now. I'm talking about relationships, and particularly my relationships. You know, doing it for my truck. Right now, I'm in my semi truck out here on the road. Kinda. I'm at a terminal right now. I can't leave till tomorrow sometime. So I'm posted up, and I'm just like, hey, what a better time to talk about this shit. I want to start off this one. This is my first video. I did a video, but it was just the intro saying, hey, I'm about to start talking about this shit. You know, thank you guys for tapping in. Thank you guys for joining in. What I want to talk about is where my insecurities come from, where they stem from, trust. I want to talk about how me fucking up has me not trusting others. You know, so through my experience in my relationships, you know, women will cut into me like, you ain't gotta worry about me treating you like them other B-words and them other hoes and all this. You know, I'm not nothing like them other women. You know, I ain't like them other girls. Da, 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 da. You ain't gotta worry about this. You ain't gotta worry about that, baby. You always acting like this and that and that and this because of how them other such and such treated you. First and foremost, it ain't even always about cheating. It's not. You know, it's about so many other things like respect. You know, the way you act. You know, if I distrust you, it's definitely not always the fuck about cheating. And it's not about my past as far as the way women have treated me. It's about me and the way I've treated women. The way I've seen people treat their women. The way I've seen women treat men. You know, the way I've seen people treat each other. You know, it's bad enough that a lot of the people that came into my life that I love basically abandoned me. And I'm not talking about girlfriends. I'm just talking about cousins, friends, my father. You know what I mean? He didn't abandon. He passed. You know, but it was just like a never-ending cycle. Just like a motherfucker come, a motherfucker go. Motherfucker come, a motherfucker go. Motherfucker come, motherfucker go. And I was just lost after loss after loss. But that's one thing. That's one root of the situation. But I think one of the situations that had the biggest impact, that kind of really started it all off, was a relationship. I met this lady. I met this girl. She was at her auntie house. Me and her auntie was cool. And she stayed around the corner from my mom's house. My mom's boyfriend sold weed at the time. You know, and she was trying to get some weed from him, but he didn't have none. Me and my mans just so happened to be over there. You know, we blow good. You know, that was my best friend back then. We blew good. We blew good. You know, so we overheard the situation and was like, shit, we right around the way. You know, we'll blow with her if nothing else. You know, if she want to do that, we'll blow with her. You know, and she was with the shit. You know, me and her auntie, we was cool. That was the homie for real. I ain't gonna say no names and shit because I don't want to get nothing started. You know, but the chick, she was my mom's boyfriend's brother's girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? He's an older nigga. Like, this nigga was about old enough to be a motherfucking daddy and shit. You know, I'm 17, she 19. Anyway, we go around there and shit, and we ended up sitting over there smoking and drinking, having a good time, and me and the old girl vibe. You know, and it was just like, took off from then on. You know, we kicked it, you know. I did my little thing. I was a little hood nigga, but I was smart. I've never been no dummy. I ain't never been a dummy. Regardless of how I sound, regardless of how I talk. Mom, listen. I've never been a dummy. I've always been highly intelligent. Always. I'm just a product of my environment. That's why I sound like I do when I talk. You know, but if you ever got the opportunity to kick it with me, there's plenty of 7-8 letter words. I'm a little bit different, just a little bit. But I we got up, you know what I'm saying? I was, smart, hood. She loved that shit. And I couldn't believe it. Like, it blew my ego that she would even fuck with me because she was bad. Like, back then, she was like modern day Nicki Minaj or some shit. Like, she was bad as fuck, but she did. She fucked with your boy. Did numbers for my ego. Did numbers, man. And we vibed, we kicked it. I was doing my thing, She used to love how I used to come across the little burnouts and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just stayed on some hood shit, but smart as hell. She used to love that shit. And she used to hit little licks, you know what I mean? So she used to try to keep your boy draped out in casual clothes and all that shit. You could tell she like nerd niggas because she used to try to dress me like a nerd, but it was smooth, I loved her. She probably was like my very first love, like straight up. She was definitely my first real love, like my first mature love, It was a cat from the hood that liked her, older dude, old school nigga, you know what I'm saying? She like older niggas, but she wasn't having it. She never disrespected me like that, never entertained the nigga conversation, none of that shit. And she would tell me, such and such be on my head, I need a front on dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bitch, this, bitch, that shit. It was just like, hey, brother, you know what I'm saying? That's me, we from around the way, you know what I'm saying? We supposed to be better than that, and he was like, yeah, brother, you right, and it was like that. Dog wasn't even from here, he's from out of state. So anyway, I had my circle of friends, you know what I'm saying, that we wasn't even from the same set, but them was my people, it was my cousins, and it was, just some friends from around the way, that I kind of grew up with. A dog that I went over to her house with, that was my best friend. We from two old different sets. We was from different sets. And excuse me. And one night, my birthday night, some friends from the same set, from the same set, called themselves throwing me a surprise birthday party right up the street from my crib, mind you. Shorty, she don't even get down with the crowds like that. She was like, I'm straight, baby. You gonna enjoy yourself. Your friends did that for you. You gonna enjoy yourself. When you come back, I got you. Happy birthday. I'm gonna be in my birthday suit. I got you. All right, bet. I go down there. I'm 17. I just turned 17, mind you. Smacked the shit out of Fifth of Hennessy minimum. Smacked it by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I got fucked up smoking and drinking. I know I drank way more than that, but I at least smacked that Fifth of Hennessy by myself. I just turned 17. Blowing good, you know what I'm saying? Big ass blunts. We connecting blunts. Blunts this goddamn long. We smoking these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I was lit that night. Woke up the next morning, it's daytime like a motherfucker. I don't stay the night. I blocked down from my crib. I don't stay the night down there and shit. Didn't even go back to my girl. Woke up next to something. I'm a boppity boo bop. You know what I mean? Like, like she didn't have nothing on my girl. And man, I got up like, oh my God, the fuck did I do? And I know I tore that shit out the frame. You know what? And when I go down to the crib, disgusted with myself. I'm talking about I was a straight walk of shame, shit face. With that doo-doo face, for real. And I get down there and my girl, I could just see the hurt. You know what I mean? I'm just like, baby, I got fucked up, I passed out, She's just like, nigga, it's not all you did. Your friends came down here thinking that they finna get their game on. I don't know what kind of girl they take me for. They thought they was finna get their game on and get something about it. You know what I'm saying? But they told me what you was down there doing, where you was at, and who you was with. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, no, they did play that game. I can expect some females to go down there like, girl, that nigga ain't shit. Let me tell you, you know what I'm saying? But it was some niggas, trying to get on. My girl was bad. Like, niggas hated the fact that she fucked with me. She was bad. I probably had the baddest chick in the hood. Word up, like probably did. And I'm not bullshit. Dead ass. And but she was fucked up by this shit. You know what I'm saying? And she had every right to be. And she was pregnant. She's pregnant with twins. And she was so hurt behind this shit. She couldn't forgive me, and she left. She left with Dog. He took her back home to where he was from. You know, and about a month and a half later, she hit me back, like, baby, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Please, I'm so motherfucking sorry. And she was just like, man, this nigga jumped on me over and over again, and I ain't got your kids no more. You know what I'm saying? They gone. You know, and of course that was just traumatic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was already bad enough that I had lost the love of my life because I fucked up already. You know, that was the love of my life back then. And he beat the babies about it. You know, the way she made it sound, it almost made it sound like he did that shit on purpose. You know, but I don't know. You know, long story short on that one, I couldn't forgive her. You know, and I was fucked up. I couldn't forgive myself. And I didn't for a very long time. You know, but situations like that, I hurt that woman. And I know I owed for that shit. Karma had something for me for that. You know, being 17, losing twins, I was pretty hard on me. So then later on in life, fast forward 10 years, I get with the next, probably not the next level of my life, but she was about to be something like that, man. I love the shit out that woman. And we got up and we was together, boyfriend and girlfriend, for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I was fucking with somebody else behind her back for like a year. And I got locked up. And some more of my friends told her as soon as I got locked up, like, yeah, that nigga ain't shit. He did this, he did that. He got a whole nother situation for like a year. You know, and she came to visit me in jail. And I got locked up. Yeah, she came to visit me in jail. And she told me that she knew. You know, and she still held me down. You know what I mean? She still stood by my side and made sure that I was all right while I was locked up. You know, but she resented me now. You know what I'm saying? And we actually ended up being together for another 8-10 years. You know, but she resented me the whole time. You know, and it took me a good 15 years, man, for me to be on some shit like, damn, I hurt that woman. You know what I mean? Because back then I was childish, I was immature. I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm a player. That's all I was on. And I thought about it, you know, I love that woman. Like, I loved her. You know, and I left her bold with that situation. And I went back to her. It took me about 15 years altogether. No, maybe about 12 years. But I went back to her and I told her, you know, it took me a very long time to realize where I went wrong with this. You know what I'm saying? To realize how strong of a woman you were to stand by me after everything. After all I did to you. You know, and she was. You know, and I blew it off, you know, back then, like, man, I'm sorry, Ma, I ain't gonna never do this, I'm sorry. You know, just trying to say I'm sorry and move on, just like, girl, just forgive me, shit. I thought about that shit like, dog, you lived a whole other life. You had a family with this woman, and you lived a whole other life. You could have never really expected her to forgive you. How? Would you trust somebody who spent a whole other year with somebody else, as somebody else, behind your back, and you ain't even peep it? Somebody had to come tell you. Would you trust her? Hell no. Never trust her again. And she tried to trust me again. But, you know, I was finally able to come to her years later, over a decade later, and tell her like, damn, I'm truly sorry. I truly thought about what I did, and man, honestly, I'm just so sorry. I loved you, and I don't expect nothing from you, but I'm sorry. We was together for a very long time, way after that situation. Way after that situation. But these are just a couple examples of the shit that I did to women that make me who I am today, as far as not trusting. You know what I'm saying? I know karma peeping around the motherfucking corner at my black ass like, I got you. I got something for you. You know? And I think karma still got her foot in my ass. You know? I think karma is still making me pay for not only my mistakes, but I think I probably, the way I came in the game, man, my childhood and shit, I think I came in paying for past mistakes, paying for karma from last life, from my last life. You know, I think that once I die, if I start again, that it would be a much greater life. I think I paid a lot of debt. Paid a lot of debt. I've become a much, much better person from back then. A much better person. You know, I'm actually kind of trustworthy around this motherfucker. You know, but I got a different focus now. You know, I'm older. It ain't even so much that I'm older, because this nigga's older than me that still ain't shit. Still ain't gonna never be shit. You know, but I'm older. I know I want something, you know, out of life. Like, I'm not just running around here just lost, you know, exiled and shit. I want my kids to have something. I want them to see something tangible. You know, I want them to see something good out of me. But I just don't know how to trust. I don't know how to love. For real, for real. I do. I know how to love. But it seems like relationships get to a point where it's just like a pattern evolves up out of that, and here I am seeing a woman acting the same way the last woman acted like the last woman act, and it's usually always after a while. You know, women seem to fall for the same things in myself and my character, my determination, my strength, my courage, my ambition to have more and to do more and to go further in life and to teach and educate. Well, women don't really like that shit. Women don't really like when you give other people your attention. You know, so one of the things that I do is I educate, and it's hard for me not to. It's hard for me not to show by example. But a lot of women really don't get down like that. They want you to themselves. They want all your time. You know, whatever little time they can get from you, they want that shit. They don't want you to give it to nobody else. Half the time, they don't even want you to give it to your children. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just found myself in this pattern where it's just love, 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 and then annoyance. You know, it's just like, how'd you get so sick of me? How'd I get so sick of you? You know, how do we end up with just bumping? Like, we were just in love like a motherfucker last week, and now things just don't feel down. Things went completely the other direction. It's usually over time, you know. And one thing about kicking it with a lot of the women that I run into is that they don't like to admit when something's over. They don't like to admit when the love is gone. You know, they will hold on to that shit to the last motherfucker straw, till they can't stand you no more, till you tired of their shit. You know, and next thing you know, you turn around, you look up, and you damn near hate each other around this motherfucker. You know, that's no way to end a relationship. Hating each other like y'all was just in love. We was just in love. You know, and I know a lot of it has to do with the fact, first and foremost, I am too fucking honest. I would tell a woman, look, I love you, so on and so forth. That's not trust. I don't trust you. You got to excuse me because I don't trust nobody. Don't even worry about trust because I don't trust nobody. I don't trust that you won't leave me. I don't trust that you won't do the inevitable. What I think, you know what I'm saying? Even though majority of my relationships do not end because of infidelity, I still just don't trust him. You know, but it's more than just about cheating. You know, it's way more than just about cheating. It's about respect. I got abandonment issues. I know I'm damaged. I am damaged product. I try not to be, but I am. You know, and I guess these are subjects that I get into at another time. I'm already over 20 minutes on this clock. But I just wanted to put out there that it's not about how the women from my past treated me all the time. You know, I don't think I've had one situation where I can say that I was done pretty fucking bad. At least one. No, I've had a few situations, but it was one situation with the woman that I loved. You know, like I for real loved, and she did me bogus fuck. You know, it was only one time. You know, and that's not even why we broke up. We didn't break up because of infidelity. You know what I'm saying? It was this nigga I used to accuse her of fucking with. You know, she was swerving down. You know, and that's just because my mans them said that they seen her with him. You know, she told me she gave the nigga a ride and so on and so forth. And, you know, they were just cool. And the nigga was a bum, she was saying. And we broke up because we were just bumping heads all the time. At the end of the day, you know, let me tell it, yeah, dog had something to do with that shit. You know, but we broke up because we bumped heads a lot about dumb shit. You know, a lot of that shit, sometimes I didn't understand. You know, she was just like bipolar on some shit. She like literally ended up being bipolar. You know, no joke, not even trying to be funny. But we split up because of that. Like 6, 7, 8 months later, you know, we started talking again. You know, but now that like on boyfriend, girlfriend shit, we fucking around. You know, but we just kicked it in. You know, it's like her birthday or some shit came up. You know what I mean? I was trying to hit her up and I couldn't get in touch with her. You know, and I was on my way to the gym. By 6 o'clock in the morning, it was like, man, stop by her crib. I go by her crib, man, knock on the door. This nigga answered the door. I was just like, doo-doo face. You know, so I was done wrong. You know, I've done others wrong. But it's just a combination of these experiences that caused me to be the way I am. You know, it's like with me, you got a long ways to go. Not really though. Not really. I don't really think so. It's just a lot to do with your behavior and how you act, how you talk, your past too. You know what I'm saying? Your past too. And if you deny that shit, man, if you deny it and act like you just all the way the fuck innocent, man, I'm not fucking with you. You a goddamn lie. You know? But in the end, I'm gonna make a video about having to heal. But in the end, I think that I have a lot of healing to do still. I think that I've done a lot of healing. I know that like I said before, I haven't lost faith. You know, I haven't lost faith in something being able to work. You know, even with the ups and downs, trials and tribulations. I just need to come to have faith, more faith, you know, more trust. You know, it has to grow. It has to be a little bit stronger. I know I just said I have faith, but trusting, man, more faith. I need more trust. I need more of a lot of things to make that happen. I want you to know that sometimes you got to look deeper than the surface of what you see in your partner, if y'all aren't getting along, and what it is that makes your partner act the way that they act. It's not always all about them other hoes. Sometimes it's about them. I don't know how else to end that shit. You know, something to think about. I'm Tarot King the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. I hope y'all feel me, see where I'm coming from. Go ahead and comment. Tell me what you think about whatever's on your mind from out this situation. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're feeling it. Okay? And I'll catch you guys later with another topic about me and my relationships. Y'all have a good night. Love, peace, and blessings.